So, where did the idea for the Music of Cream tour come from?
Well, it came from this fellow. I think he's from New Zealand. Named Simon. He's a promoter, and he called my manager, who lives in Melbourne, actually, Drew Thompson, and about putting this together with the gentleman that you see on this bill. And when I was contacted by Drew and Simon, I met with Malcolm Bruce, my friend Jack, Bruce's son, in London about 2 months ago. And I fell in love with the idea, number one, of playing the music of my friend Jack and my friend Eric, and playing the music with their kids, you know. And the 50th anniversary of one of the greatest bands in the entire history of music. And this is the Cream, was a band that got me playing electric guitar in the mid-60s. It's where I came from, playing Cream music, and knowing Jack all those years later before he died, and having a great relationship with Jack, and now playing with his son, and playing with Andy Johns, his son Will, and Ginger's son Kofi is insane. And Robin Ford, of course. It's something I couldn't help but do. You know, it's something I really am honored to be part of, and to come to a country I love to play in Australia. It's such an incredible place to play. I think it's going to be a great occasion.
I think so too. It sounds like a great opportunity, and for a band that's been such a big influence on you, it must be pretty awesome.
Yeah, I mean, simply because of Jack's presence in my life and the way Jack wrote. Remember now, Cream were driven by a tribal drumming, African-style drumming of Ginger, the jazz compositions of Jack, and the blues orientation of Eric. So you've got the three genres of African music, jazz, and blues, and there's not any other band in history that has combined that, and that would be Cream music.
Yeah, there's
So
certainly been.
for me to be part of that, I've got to bring my game with me, and I've got to be on every night. So it's a good challenge for me, but I love a challenge, and I love to do something that I really love doing, and it's playing songs from other artists I really love.
Yeah. Is the aim to perform the songs as close to the originals as possible, or is there some room for improvisation?
I think for me, keeping the melody is uber important for me. To keep you have to sing a song in the same distinct melody that was written. That's the key component. The songs within, as you know, Cream were an incredible jam band. You only become a jam band when you play the songs over and over and over and over and over and over and over. So hopefully our game will be on when we're playing these songs, and you know, we'll see what happens within the band, of course. But I am going to be holding down the tune with the songs I sing. I'm going to be holding down the tune so everybody knows what it is and how it was, and let's keep it simple that way.
Okay. How similar in performing style are the sons to their dads?
Oh wow, it's Malcolm and Kofi are both incredible musicians, as their dads are. Well, Ginger's still with us, of course. So look, it's a Cream anniversary with the kids of the icons, but these kids are really damn good, you know. And Andy Johns was Will's dad, my producer from the Hughes for All album. So I kind of know these people from their parents, you know, and I know Eric from the 70s as well. So it's like I'm really glad that I was asked to come and lead this thing and to bring my voice and playing to this event.
Okay. Can you see you guys recording any original material in the future?
Oh, I don't know. My life is so busy. I got so many things in the fire. It's crazy. You never know with me. I do it one day at a time. I don't try and make too many plans anymore, because anyone that makes plans, something always happens. They don't work. All I do is suit up and show up and do my thing. But I never come unprepared. I always like to show up, prepared and ready to go. So that's what's going to happen.
That's it. Take it as it comes. These days, it's not uncommon to meet young kids who are interested in all the classic rock bands. Did you think that? What do you think it is about this music that maintains it finding an audience decade after decade?
Only simply because of the kids' parents and sometimes grandparents were so fiercely into the vinyl period. Let's call it from '63 till '75, where the vinyl was really obviously rampant. And that's when records were selling in the millions. I mean, I've sold millions of albums of Deep Purple. And of course, these days that doesn't happen. But the pioneering is still continuing because of the legacy that these bands, I happen to have been I was in Purple, a little bit in Sabbath 4. You've got Zeppelin, you've got Cream, you've got Hendrix, and you've got, the huge amount of organic, vintage, organic bands. And this heritage style of music is never going to happen again. The bands I've just mentioned to you there'll never be another band like that. There'll never be another Zeppelin or Purple or The Who or Cream. There'll never be another one like that. And here I am, I've been in these bands, and it's a joy to see my peer group of fans bring in their kids who are now becoming fans and bring in their grandkids, for God's sake. It's quite remarkable.
Yeah, it's quite ageless. I mean, my little girl herself, she's a big Queen fan, and she likes David Bowie as well. So, very proud.
Yeah, that's right.
She's only 5, and she's really up to date with what's going on.
I love it.
Yeah. Since there are so many bands that are sadly reaching the end of their career, and a lot of bands are calling it a day, do you think there'll be more tours like the music of Cream happening with other bands?
I would hope so. I think with this particular scenario, with the children of the band, who are actually great players, I've said before, it sets the tone for what could become more tributes to Cream. So we seem to be the first out of the gate, and coming to Australia is a really a key thing for me, because I really love Australia. So I get a chance to come back and do my thing. So we have to wait and see about other bands. I'm sure somebody will do a Sabbath thing. It's such a tricky thing, because with certain bands, it's really hard to duplicate. Yeah. It really is. A Sabbath thing could only be with really, really probably well-known heavy metal guys,
Yep.
to make sense. I think the beauty of what I'm doing with Malcolm and Kofi and Will and Rob and Ford is the relatives of the actual icons, So it's a bit of an honor for me to do. I'm very much a peace and love guy, flower in my hair kind of guy. So that's why I'm coming.
That's cool. Are there any Cream songs that you're really looking forward to performing? What are some of your favourites?
Oh, I love We're Going Wrong. I love I Feel Free. I sung that one with Jack before many times. It's the list is endless with Cream. There's the magic in there. Pete Brown's amazing lyrics, Jack's jazz, harmonious jazz chordings, and the tribal drumming of Ginger's style and Eric's blues orientation. It's unique, and it's a very, very beautiful. It's going to be a very beautiful occasion.
I think so too. It's sounding really good. After such a long and successful career, what would be some of your highlights?
I think they've all been highlights. A couple of things for me haven't been incredible because of let's just say that I just wasn't on the same page as the other people. Let's just say that when I got out of the fast lane, if you follow my drift, all those years ago, and started to work a healthy lifestyle, that's when my life changed, and that's when I was told by people who had a lot of experience that I would become a full an artist to do a 360. My music runs my life. My music runs through my blood, and I write a lot of music and work with a lot of great musicians, and long may that continue.
It's been a pretty awesome career following you over all this time. What would be some of the significant changes you've seen in the music industry, and do you think music is as important to people these days, or is it about the same?
I'm a bit. I'm really not happy with what I see in the music business, because it's not a business any longer. It's not for musicians, because there's no way of making any money, because it's the record companies are when the songs are streamed, the record company gets paid, the artist don't get paid.
Yeah.
Spotify gets the money, they give it to the record companies. You know, that's what's going on. My job in part of this group I'm forming with other well-known musicians is we're trying to protect that. We're trying to get the artists paid from streaming, rather than it all going to record companies. So that is what I'm trying to do, and try to give service right now to young musicians, not just in America and Europe, but also in Australia. I'm trying to get that kick-started, so that's something I'm really working on.
That sounds like an awesome plan. It'd be great to get that happening.
I hope so.
Yeah, me too.
I'm working on it.
So what do you have lined up for the rest of 2017?
Black Country 4 is coming in September.
Mm-hmm.
I have Kings of Chaos with Matt Sorum, Steven Tyler,
Cool.
and Steve Stevens, Gilby Clark in July. I have possibly some shows with Black Country Community this year. I have more Glenn Hughes shows in the summer in Europe. And I am a very busy guy.
That sounds awesome.
And I'm also putting another super group together, which I can't talk about at the moment, but there's many things going on in my life. I've just got to get some sleep sometimes.
They say sleep's for the weak, mate.
Yeah, I know, man. I just got to keep on the page.